So this guy, the guy beside you wouldn't prosecute the guy who's an illegal migrant, who'd been charged with 6 different crimes, who was arrested for murder in 2020, who in 2023 assaulted a police officer, and who in September of 2025 was charged with aggravated malicious wounding and brandishing a gun. And that guy's released, you can't hold him because he's not going to be prosecuted. Is that right?
I'm not sure about,
That's what you told us. You sent us a letter on March 11, 2016, addressed to myself and Chairman McClintock, and you said on December 16, 2025, the Commonwealth's attorney moved to not prosecute the charges of aggravated malicious wounding and brandishing a firearm by Mr. Morales Ortiz. So you had to let him out, didn't you?
Through a court order by a judge, yes, I did.
You had to let him out.
I was ordered to release him by a judge.
I see you got some of your deputies behind. How's morale in your department, Sheriff? Is it good?
I didn't know I was here to talk about morale, sir, but based on
You're here to answer the questions we ask you. That's what you're here for. Yeah.
Of course I am.
Okay.
But I'm also here to talk about what I was invited here to talk about.
A heated congressional hearing exploded into chaos when Representative Jim Jordan confronted a Virginia county attorney over a shocking criminal case involving an illegal migrant accused of committing murder after being released from custody. What began as a routine oversight hearing quickly turned into a brutal clash filled with accusations, tense exchanges, and uncomfortable questions that left the courtroom stunned. Jordan zeroed in on decisions made by local prosecutors, questioning why a suspect, with multiple arrests and violent charges, was allowed back onto the streets. The hearing became even more explosive when old campaign promises, deleted website statements, and immigration policies were dragged into the spotlight. By the end of the confrontation, viewers were left asking one chilling question: could this tragedy have been prevented?
Charges in most previous cases. Completely failed Stephanie. Illegal alien with lengthy arrest record allegedly butchers woman at Virginia bus stop. And then there's a whole stack of others which I won't read, but we'll just submit for the record if that's okay, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection. Chairman Jordan.
Thank you. Sheriff, why'd you let Marvin Morales Ortiz out of jail?
Because I received a court order, a judicial order from a judge ordering his release.
Because the guy beside you wouldn't prosecute him, right?
You'd have to talk to him.
So this guy, the guy beside you wouldn't prosecute the guy who's an illegal migrant, who'd been charged with 6 different crimes, who was arrested for murder in 2020, who in 2023 assaulted a police officer, and who in September of 2025 was charged with aggravated malicious wounding and brandishing a gun. And that guy's released, you can't hold him because he's not going to be prosecuted. Is that right?
I'm not sure about,
That's what you told us. You sent us a letter on March 11, 2016, addressed to myself and Chairman McClintock, and you said on December 16, 2025, the Commonwealth's attorney moved to not prosecute the charges of aggravated malicious wounding and brandishing a firearm by Mr. Morales Ortiz. So you had to let him out, didn't you?
Through a court order by a judge, yes, I did.
You had to let him out.
I was ordered to release him by a judge.
I see you got some of your deputies behind. How's morale in your department, Sheriff? Is it good?
I didn't know I was here to talk about morale, sir, but based on
You're here to answer the questions we ask you. That's what you're here for. Yeah.
Of course I am.
Okay.
But I'm also here to talk about what I was invited here to talk about.
Well, I'll refer you to a statement you made in August. Fairfax County Sheriff Stacey Kincaid, Democrat, also told 7 News reporter Nick Minnick, "It's shameful the way things have not been prosecuted." You stand by that statement?
If that's what was written, I do.
No, I'm not asking if that's what's written. I'm saying, did you say that, and do you stand by that, and is that having an impact on morale? Because most of the police departments I know and sheriffs and deputies that I know, when they get the bad guys off the street, they like to see them prosecuted so they don't come back on the street, harm the community you're supposed to protect, and make their job tougher because they got to go get them again when they commit some other crime. That's why I asked the morale question in light of your statement just a few months ago where you said it's shameful that the guy beside you is not prosecuting people.
I did.
You said that?
I did.
Okay, good. Mr. Descano, why'd you change your website?
Sir, first of all, let me address what you had said earlier.
You answered the questions we asked. You answered the questions we asked. I asked a simple question. Why did you change your website last month?
Well, sir, your statements about don't want to prosecute guys is absolutely false. and my policies so
I'm
far
reading,
in this
are
hearing.
you saying what the sheriff
have-
wrote me is wrong?
No, what I'm saying is that the way that my policies have been
December 16th,
presented in this
you
are
chose
outrageous.
she said the Commonwealth's attorney, that's you, chose not to prosecute Mr. Morales Ortiz on December 16th, and they had to release him. They had to do their job because you wouldn't prosecute. What happened on December 17th, Mr. Descano?
Well, sir, let's talk about December
No, that's the
16th.
question. What happened on December
Well, sir,
17th?
I
This
think
same
you are
guy
stripping
murdered
out the
somebody.
nuance.
This guy murdered somebody, and I'm asking you, why did you change your website?
Well, do you not want me to talk to you about the actual case?
I want you to answer the first question I said.
Which was about the
Why did you
case,
change
sir.
your website?
Well, sir, because the website is not my policy. My policy, you
I think
you
the
are,
vote- I think
you
the
are
voters
referring
might
to
be.
a campaign
I think the voters might be interested in that. This is your campaign website where you said our office will take immigration consequences into account when making charging and plea decisions. Immigration consequences were certainly part of the game here, part of the issue here with Mr. Morales Ortiz.
No, they weren't.
You decided
they absolutely
not to
were not.
decided-
You are assuming something that is in fact untrue, because you are misrepresenting my policies. My policies do not say that we do not prosecute
Well, if you're
people
proud of
because
your
their
policies,
immigration
why'd you
status.
change your website?
Because that's not my policy. As I told you, sir,
Well,
that
it
is
was-
a campaign statement that I made
Mr.
before
Descano,
I was
it
Commonwealth
had been up
attorney.
for 6 years. A week after we send you a letter saying we want you to come testify, shazam, you change it.
Because
I'm
I
just
could not-
asking, is that coincidental?
Because I could not believe that people were so obtuse that they could not realize what the difference between a campaign statement and an actual office policy is.
So when you make campaign statements, those aren't true? You're not being honest with your voters?
That's not what I'm saying at all, sir.
Sure sounded
what
like
I am
it.
saying,
Sure sounded like it.
it's absolutely not. What I'm saying is that when you
You still haven't told me why you took
office
it. You still haven't told me
policies-
why you took it down.
Because I was hoping to come here to talk about my office policies, not be distracted by a campaign statement that was
Not be
made
distracted.
a year
This
before
is-
I was actually Commonwealth's attorney,
Attorney General.
and had any cases that were mine.
This is almost laughable. This is your policy. You said it right here. You told the voters, if you elect me, I will take into account immigration consequences when making charging and plea
This
decisions.
is my policy, not
Right
what you
here.
have in your hand.
Oh, okay, so what you said to the voters is not real, doesn't count.
No, sir, what I'm saying is that as an office holder,
I just
my
find it
office
interesting.
is run by my policy.
Your sheriff said you wouldn't prosecute. This guy gets released, kills someone the next day. We start asking about it. You change your website and take down the statements that say you're going to take into account immigration consequences when you
My
decide what
policy
you
is
are going
public,
to
and it has
charge.
been public the entire time I've been in office, sir.
Gentleman's time has expired.
In the end, Jim Jordan walked away from this hearing looking like one of the few lawmakers willing to ask the hard questions that many Americans feel are being ignored. He refused to allow political talking points or carefully crafted explanations to distract from the central issue. A dangerous suspect was released and an innocent life was later lost. Jordan's relentless questioning exposed major inconsistencies in the prosecutor's defense, especially regarding campaign promises and the sudden changes made to public statements once scrutiny intensified. Supporters believe the hearing proved that Jordan is focused on protecting communities first, standing firmly with law enforcement officers who risk their lives every single day to keep violent criminals off the streets. While critics may disagree with his aggressive style, many viewers saw a congressman determined to demand accountability from officials whose decisions carry real-world consequences. As debates over immigration enforcement and public safety continue across the country, moments like this are exactly why Jim Jordan remains one of the most outspoken and influential voices in Washington.